after 80 years, a fallen American hero is finally coming home. Private First Class Bartholomew Lochavo was killed in action while serving his country in World War II. He lost his life in Luxembourg, but his final resting place was unknown until now, thanks to intense detective work by his descendants. It was back in 2020 when we first brought you the story here. We spoke of his great-nephew Don, who at the time had located what he believed were Bart's remains, but he was still waiting for DNA results. Now, 4 years later, this Buffalo native will be making his final journey home. And joining me live tonight are Bart's family members, Donald and David, and also your great-nephews, and Bart's nephew, also Bart. Thanks to all of you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. What an incredible story. And let me start just by asking you about the detective work that went into this, and it's been a years-long effort.
Yes, it has. It all started with footstep researchers. They sent me all of Bart's files. I combed through them. I found enough information to identify Bart, and when I did, I requested the government for DNA, and here we are today.
Show me what you're holding there.
This is the pamphlet they did, complete investigation work of everything on Bart.
Wow.
Help us identify him, and it's 100% him. It was a very happy day for us.
Absolutely. David, you are among, I'm sure, several people planning what this celebration of his life is going to be like when the remains return here. Tell us what you have planned and how you're going to mark this occasion and this years of effort culminating in this.
Yeah, sure. So, of course, it's going to be a big deal, and we knew that all along. So there's been three people primarily, myself, Steve Smiatana he's a military liaison, and Charles Castilia from Lakeside Memorial Funeral Home, who I talk to daily. On the 23rd at 5:35, they'll bring his remains back to the Buffalo airport, and there will be a ceremony plainside where they bring 10 family members,
wow,
all of Bart's generation, the nieces and nephews that still live today. And the people on the plane will stay seated while they do their service there. And then from there, there's a large caravan going over to Lakeside Memorial Funeral Home where the family will be allowed in for sort of a pass-through, welcome home, say a prayer service, to put some closure to this after 80 years.
Yeah.
The next step would be the funeral on June 1st. That'll start at 10 a.m. at Lakeside Memorial on Union Road in West Seneca. The family will then head over to Holy Sepulchre Cemetery, and from there we'll go over to the lamppost and have a little family get-together, video celebration, and have people coming from 5 or 6 different states. It's a big thing in the family.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, it's a service 80 years in the making. Bart, the namesake of your uncle Bart, right? Tell me the significance of this happening, first of all, right around Memorial Day, and I learned just earlier what would have been Bart's birthday as well, right?
Yeah, he was born May 27, 1920,
wow,
and so it's pretty significant. And first of all, I'd like to thank you for sharing our story with the Buffalo public. Also, we are a military family, many of us. My son is named Bart too, and he's in the Navy right now, and he's going to be promoted to captain. And for people who don't know naval ranks, captain is one step below admiral. But also, Uncle Bart came out of the PFC, which is, well, passed away as a PFC. What I'd like to also add is that to the family, Mike, we never had closure, and this gives us closure. I mean, many of our family passed away thinking that he was still alive, so this gave us closure.
Yeah, and I would just end by asking the three of you, have you sort of prepared yourselves for the emotions that go with something like this, right? And you think you spend years getting to this point and then it happens, how you're preparing yourself for that moment?
Emotionally, it's not that hard on me. I'm pretty sure it would have been very tough on previous generation.
Yeah.
Because they suffered a lot. We're wondering about them.
And you'll be thinking about them.
Yes, I'll be thinking about them. It's great because it's brought up so many memories of what my mother and her sisters and her brothers were like.
Yeah. Thoughts about the emotions of the day?
It's been emotional for me already.
Yeah.
Talking to Charles at the funeral home, and he's gotten emotional too. He takes this very seriously. He's big into the Army stuff and the police stuff wherever he can help. So And it's going to be a great day when we spend time with the family and people that we talk to on Facebook, but we don't really see. So
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of that emotion.
Yeah. Thanks to the three of you for coming in, and I know there are so many other family members involved in this. Please send them our well wishes and best of luck to you as you go through the next few days in this incredible honor. Thank you.
Thank you once more.
Thank you.
All right.